Hi, I'm Tony Fleming, and this is Fleming's Ultimate Garage.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us on today's video. Listen man, off the hook Z28. So if you've never really driven a fully detailed, fully restored, authenticated Z28, I tell you, in your lifetime you must drive them because there's a reason why these are so collectible and they bring so much more money than a regular Camaro. For some reason, they drive completely different. The 302 is spectacular. Don't be confused by the small, the cubic inch displacement, because first off, they're rated at 290. Most everybody feels they're at least in between 350 with just a couple small internal modifications up to 400 horsepower very easily. They rev to 7,500 RPMs like that. How you doing, right? And rolling down the road. This one here, we had authenticated by Jerry McNeish. And he is authenticated and verified. It does have the original matching numbers 302 engine in it. Now listen, you may say, well, that's cool. I see lots of cars that are that way. No, lots of cars are not that way. They say they are, or they say they have a 302, or they say it's a Z28 has 302 callouts on it. But when you hire Jerry McNeish, who is considered a professional in the business, or the guru, is the most knowledgeable person on these particular cars, and he says, yes, this is the right thing, and he rated this car very good as well. So this is almost like a top grade rating that you could get for a Z28, and that's why as we walk around this car, you'll see it's very collectible, and if you're in the market for something like this, you're gonna love it, all right? So come on up here, I wanna talk about the paint for a second. I wanna show you this, okay? Check out how you can read all the detail in there. You can read everything there. You can see what time it is. This is what you should be looking for when you're buying a car, okay? Somebody to give you those kinds of things. All new stainless, new emblems, grille, moldings, wipers. You can see from the shine of everything on here how great everything is. And this particular car here has 2 window stickers with it, all right? And I'm gonna show you some stuff under the hood that's really cool to see. Not only is it the matching numbers motor, but it's really great. So come on around here. All right, so we have things like the correct metal center caps, not the cheap plastic ones. We have the polyglass, the Goodyears on there, so that if you went to a show, you get a nice chance of taking a big trophy home, okay? It's all detailed underneath, it's fully restored there, and if you walk around, you can see all the moldings, the fits of the finish of the gaps, the spoiler for the D80 package that would be on the cowl tag, all right? All the emblems are done back here, the correct exhaust, right? 12 volt. I want to show you this real quick underneath here. It's got the transverse muffler like it's supposed to have, okay? Just like this car rolled off the showroom floor, this is the way you'd want to buy one, because when they're authentic like this and there are matching numbers motor there with this option too, M22. Instead of the standard M21, this has the M22 in it, which is a pretty cool thing about that as well. All right, okay, we've walked around here. Let's go take a peek under the hood. All right, let's take a peek under the hood. All right, so little stuff you should be looking for. Things like tower clamps. We say, well, what's the big deal? It's just a tower clamp. You're absolutely right, it is just a tower clamp. But what it is a tower clamp here, tower clamps there. That's the level of restoration that you want to have. This has the battery topper on it. Okay, here's a big feature. As we know, they came with a cowl induction here. We have the cowl induction flapper door. That's working. We have the correct valve covers on there. But look what we also have. Smog equipment. That's really, really cool. And you say, well, smog equipment, man, I don't want to know. Smog equipment doesn't affect the performance of this. The car flies. But to be authentic and to be real, the smog equipment adds a whole nother level of this car versus something else you might be looking at. If you went on to go try to find smog equipment for a Z28 right now, you could spend $3,000 to $5,000 getting a working, restored system just for the smog equipment, not mentioning the engine rebuild, the transmission rebuild, the rear end rebuild, the correct exhaust system on it, power disc brakes, you know, all these little things that are all restored and redone cost a lot of money, and that's why getting a car like this is exactly the way you should get it, because you can enjoy it tomorrow instead of waiting 2 or 3 years to get it done, okay? I always like the sound of a restored trunk, the way it pops up into your hand like that. That's pretty cool. Okay, so jacking instructions, fresh weather stripping, the correct houndstooth mat, spare tire, jack, all of that assembly, detailed, painted, ready to go as well. If you want to open the hood in the trunk at a car show, you're not going to be embarrassed, man. You're not going to get picked on by other people. And more importantly, you just leave that report right on the dash if you want to. Jerry McNeish, who, if anybody's a Camaro guru, will know, knows a little bit about Camaros, right? Right. Listen to that sound, man. It's like showroom fresh. All right, the inside, let's go check out where you're going to spend most of your time. Okay, let's check out the inside here. All right, so we have the Deluxe Interior. If you didn't notice right away, it's got the upgraded door panels, comfort weave seats, all right, wood grain inside the dash. This has the factory console and gauges. You know, not every car came with this stuff. Has the original AM radio in here, okay? Little stuff like it's got the clock, it's got the 7,000 RPM tack, it's got the little higher red line for the Z28, it's got the nice shifter, the correct shifter, nice ball in your hand. This has both sets of seat belts. It has a shoulder harness belt as well as the lap belt, and they're restored GM belts, okay? The reason I show you these little things, you say like, Tone, what's the big deal about seat belts? You're absolutely right. But take these seat belts for instance. Let's say these seat belts are 80 bucks a piece, right? Times 4 here, 4 more back there. You see what I'm saying? You get this. And the polyglass tires, they're $1,300 for a set of those. It's all these little things that add up that end up giving you a spectacular car. For sure, you can always take shortcuts and save some money, but in this case here, I'm not really sure you have to. It's got the 3-spoke wood, rosewood wheel, and everything in here is just so nicely done. It just, this was looking at all the lights and the chrome trim and the features, and the headliner's new, and like everything just seems to work nicely in this car. So. Anyway, how about I start it for you, because the legendary sound is really what you're looking for. So I'll go ahead and fire it up right now. So even little stuff like the green lights for the dash, all in place. This is just awesome. AC Delco on the gauges. It's pretty cool. All right, as we close up the video, let me run down just a few features. First off, I didn't tell you, but this is a magazine car. It comes with the magazine, it was featured in it. Pretty cool piece of history. We did talk about the McNeish report, right? We did talk about the matching numbers, DZ302. We talked about the M22 rock crusher that's in the car, 410 posi, which makes this car wow, even more so, all right? Original garnet red, we love the black stripes on it. I was just looking down the list here. We do have the correct wheels with the Goodyear polyglass tires, the tower clamps, the smog equipment, the correct air cleaner, the little flapper door works from behind. I'm just telling you, man, it's one of those cool cars you can take for a drive. You can go to a car show, or you can just take it out to dinner. You can just do whatever you want with it. It's like an original showroom style, kind of really cool collectible car. If you can find a way to get a really, really awesome Z28 in your life, call us. 301-816-1000. We'll tell you all about it.